Here's how to create a convention card or system card that you can use when you're playing with one of your regular partners. First of all, we're already logged into BBO. Click on the Account tab on the right hand side here, and that should bring up something that looks a bit like this, your profile. Now that's a little bit narrow, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover the cursor here, press the left hand mouse button, hold it pressed, and I'm going to drag this pane wider so that I can see the whole of this window. And you'll see that we have 4 options along the top: profile settings, convention cards, deal archive. And we'll deal with some of those. We've dealt with some of those in other videos, and this time we're going to use convention cards. So we click on convention cards and it brings up this page. Under stock cards, we have a number of cards, and this is the easiest way to create a card. Let's assume that you're playing some form of Acbl. So let's click on Simple Modern Acbl, and let's say we want to edit it. Now this has got a reasonably simple Acbl system, playing 4 card majors, weak no trump, 3 weak 2s, and various other things. Let's go through it carefully, and when we look at the no trump openings, it says here 4 no trump specific ace ask. Now that might be a bit advanced, so let's assume you don't play it, so let's delete that. Let's look further down, and let's say that slam bidding here, it's shown as Roman key card Blackwood 3041. Let's assume here that you actually play 1430. Okay, so we change it to that. Defensive carding, high-low shows even or encouraging, 4th highest lead, 2nd from bad suits, top of doubleton, middle up down, ace lead as for attitude, king for counter or unblock. And there's what for a lot of people might be a fairly typical card. And so what we want to do is save the changes, but we don't want to save the changes necessarily to the card that's called Simple Modern Acbl. We might want to use that again. So let's call this card, change the name from up here from Simple Modern Acbl to Acbl with Adam. And then before we save the name, if we put in here the BBO name of the partner we want to play it with, and then save the changes, that convention card, as it says here, has now been saved. And if we go back to convention cards, we'll see that under our personal cards we have a card called Acbl with Adam, played with that particular partner, and we can create as many cards as we like with as many to play with as many partners as we like. If we want to use this particular card exactly the same but with a different partner, so let's say we want to use it with we can say we want to use it with them, and you'll see that that's appeared as another personal card. And if we want to edit that, we can change the name, and let's change it to let's just change it to standard Acbl card. Yeah, save the changes, get back, and there we go. And we can do that as many times as we want with as many different partners. If we want to play some kind of 5 card major system, then base it on the standard American yellow card, or the Acbl standard American, or 2/1 game force, or we can actually simply use one of these templates delete any bids we don't use and create any sort of convention card we like. There's also the opportunity to create an Acbl convention card. This convention card is much more complicated for people who don't play Acbl, so I would recommend that you avoid that unless you're an Acbl player and are familiar with that card. And hopefully that will enable you to create convention cards, and once that card is in your personal cards with a partner's name, then every time you play with that partner, the convention card will automatically be loaded and be available for your opponents to view.